Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Object 261. It's a Tier 10 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Mountain Pass and it's under the command of General Disturbance. Yes, it's one of my replays on the Mountain Pass map in one of the better Tier 10 Arties. Well, the two good Tier 10 Arties are the 261 and the Conqueror Gun Carriage. The others are not so great, but anyway. Okay. Got an 18cm howitzer and I'm aiming at the enemy, and you may have noticed I'm not using any mods on this client. Well, unfortunately there aren't any on this one, so I'm having to play raw. Okay, Gorilla 15. Well, it was close enough. I managed to get 181 hit points and some 500 stun assist. Change position. Only need to move a few times to start with, just in case the enemy is counter-battering. If you do hear an explosion nearby, then obviously you know that yes, he is doing it. Reload time is about 23-24 seconds if I remember correctly. Rounds out the Progetto. And I got some more damage, 246. Not a huge amount, but it all counts. Now the 18cm howitzer on this Arty does 900 alpha with a direct hit and penetration, 45mm of penetration and 10 meters burst radius. It's quite a good Arty, but it's not your standard caliber for a Soviet Arty. It's based on the IS-7 hull, and that is a wheelie. I hate those things with a passion. Unfortunately, I didn't get a shot on him there, a clean shot. So I'm relying on my teammates to deal with him, and they did. Our SC-130 PM sent him back to the garage, and I got a nice hit on that E75 for 377, and the M53 just a short distance away from me got the kill shot. So just moved a short distance and I'm safe. It really is just a matter of moving a few yards or so. If the enemy is aiming at your last known tracer, they're not going to get it right, and they're going to be slightly out, and then you might get hit by the splash of it, but at least you'll know that the enemy is aiming at you and you can take the appropriate action. I'm now going up the hill, this ramp, which is actually quite a good firing position. The only problem with it really is that it's a very well known firing position, and the enemy tends to fire at the bushes on the right side of the ramp, so it's better to stay to the left, which is incredibly difficult for the enemy to aim at. Standard B, rounds out. Yep, that's a penetrating, well, not penetrating, it was a direct hit for 438. You heard the round sizzle as it went off against the side of the hull. Now looking at that Leopard 1, can't see the standard B anymore. Oh, it's a 2-1, is that an Object 2? No, it's an Object 274A, the new one. Lined him up, rounds out. And another sizzle against the hull for 368 this time. 2 critical hits. I think I tracked him. He's not moving very far, and if he stays where he is, he's going to take another round from me. I'll take all that I can get. Here we go. Rounds out. Yeah, that's another sizzle. 342. 274A's had enough now. I think he's decided, yeah, if he stays there very much longer, I'll have the rest of his hit points. Now the enemy is coming around that corner, and yeah, we just lost our T-44 to their Leopard 1, and I know that there's somebody going to come around that corner, and so I'm now in a holding position. This position's very good for keeping the enemy at bay at the other end of that corridor. If the Emil keeps spotting them for us, I'll keep frying them. No sign of them yet. Oh, there they are. It's the Leopard 1. I fire in that corner hoping that the Leopard was going to go over there, but he's taken out anyway. But I did stun him, so I got some stun assist off that. The other thing I like about this Arty is the fast fire rate. It really is very effective. The only problem is, of course, they don't give you enough ammo, which is surprising for a Soviet Arty because they normally give you a lot of ammo. The 212A has plenty of ammo. You can keep firing all battle long and never run out. But this thing, you can run out before the end of a game. And that really is a bit of a mistake, and I think Wargaming really ought to address that and give this Arty more shells to play with. We've lost sight of them. That 274A hasn't come back. What are they doing? Have they turned around and gone back to their own cap to defend it, or are they going back up the ice road instead? Well, they lost one of the tanks that was underneath the bridge. There's a lurver on the bridge, I think. I can't get shots on the lurver from here. I'd need to move forward, and that would make me slightly vulnerable if I did get spotted. Not sure I can get a shot from there. Yes, I... Oh, just maybe. I need to back up a bit, I think, if I'm going to... Okay. Bit dangerous, and the 274 suddenly come into sight again, so I back up into this corner. Where are you? No sign. Very odd game. I should say actually that something very odd happened in this game as well, because right at the end of the game crashed, and I think we've been having a lot of problems with game crashes recently, because I think something Wargaming did to the actual client, which meant that at the end of the game sometimes you, instead of going back to the garage, you actually... Oh, and I was being pushed by that Conway. Instead of going back to the garage, you saw the garage, but you still saw the minimap. So it was like you were still halfway in the battle and halfway not. So I'm going to take a shot at that lurver. And there you go. Got sizzle off that one as well. But unfortunately, we did lose a teammate. The T-54 died to their AMX-50-120. So we're 2 tanks down on the enemy. Oh, that was, I think, one of my teammates in the M53, M55. He's joined me up at the top of this hill. I'm quite happy to let him have the spot on the right, which is much better for him. Okay, we've got a lurver. He's in the bowl. Bit difficult for me to hit that lurver, though. I need for him to come closer, actually, funnily enough, to get a good shot. And he's very low on hit points now. I'm having to adjust my position to try and get the gun aimed down. If you stay where you are a bit further on. He's only got 5 hit points. A splash would be enough to take him out of the game. Come a bit closer. I think I might take a pot shot if... I'm now aiming for the ridgeline. If he shows himself at the ridgeline, I'll launch the shell at the lip, and the splash should be enough to take him out. There he is. Now, wait for the red line. Yes! Kill shot! So that's 2 out of 2 shots there. I'm going to change position now. There's only 3 enemies remaining. 2 Arty and 1 medium. Now, I thought about making a rush to get back to the enemy cap area, but then I thought, no, I can take a few shots from here. And there's that 274A again, the one that I hit earlier. And yes, I got a splash. I worked out where he was headed. I splashed him to death. So that's 3 kills, 3 shots. And you know what that means. And there's only 2 enemies left now, both Arty. So it's every man for himself to get the Arty. And, well, I'm going to drive down the ice road because it's the fastest one to get to the enemy cap area. This little Arty is based on the IS-7 hull, so it's reasonably quick. Of course, being open top, you can't use vents on it, which is a bit of a problem. But of course, if you use premium consumables, as I do, then you do get the best out of the crew. I kind of have the feeling that the 27A on our own team is going to get to the enemy Arty before I do. But yes, he's found the T92. I'd rather like to get one of them. And he's killed the T92. There's only one left. It's the M53, M55 and the enemy team. Is he up top of the hill? I'm getting close. he's over the other side of the battlefield. Yeah, the convoy just found him and killed him, and that is the end of the game. But it is a victory, and this is when the crash happened. And I didn't get to see the end of battle results, but I knew it was a good game, so I uploaded it to say what actually happened, and then I was quite nicely surprised. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, here's the end of battle stats, and it was only a second-class tanker for general disturbance in the Object 261, but I did manage to get a Reaper badge because I took out 3 enemies with consecutive shots, 2 lurvers and a 274A. I also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 14 and a win 8 of 1,015 rather, which is not bad. It's okay, it's acceptable, passable. Let's have a look at the team score. I didn't get anywhere near the highest damage. That was that AMX 50-120 on the enemy team. He picked up a high caliber and top gun for 4,797, followed by the Object 277 on the enemy team with 3,577. The convoy on our team managed to get 3,321 hit points of damage, and he got a tank sniper out of that game. I only got 2,166, but it was still acceptable, and the T-54 managed a Confederate as well. When it came to kills, I was sharing the second place because the AMX 50-120 got the top gun, as you remember. 6 kills to him, 3 kills to the IS-7 and myself, 2 kills to the convoy, the Emil, the M53, M55, the 274A, and the M53, M55 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it was the 274A on our team with 885, followed by the Emil 2 with 880, and then I came up third with 835. I fired 10 rounds, got 5 direct hits, no penetrations but 10 splash. I got that lovely sizzling noise every time I hit the enemy hull. 2,166 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. I hit 7 of the enemy, killed 3 of them. I did 1,557 hit points of stun assist off 7 stuns. On a premium count, I earned 45,755 credits, got 22,877 from personal reserves, so my total came to 68,632, and after ammunition resupply, took away 48,832 credits profit. I got 7 bonds because this was a tier 10 game, and 1,252 XP times 2 for the first victory, 2,506 for completing the mission events, and 626 from personal reserves, and took away 5,637 experience points altogether. So the Object 261 is definitely a very good Arty. I rather enjoy it actually. I think it's a fun one to play. You just have to keep a count on the number of shells you fire because it's so easy to run out of ammo, and I have on occasion during a battle actually run out of ammo, and all you can do from that point on is spot for your team or cap, and on some occasions yes you do have to do that, but yes, it's a fun Arty and I really enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the YouTube algorithm. You can do it, feed me, see more. And thank you for watching.